Welcome to Crumbs, a space where we talk about those stories that we often normalize, but which deep down hurt more than we admit. Today we are going to the story of a friend we care about who is trapped in a reality show that offered her precisely that crumbs.
And this is not to judge her, but to understand what happens when someone confuses affection with habits and manipulations with that's just who she is. It's a kind of person with a very hard and patience that honestly exists than normal. But she is also someone who swills for little. A lot of what ex- accepts are things she shouldn't accept.
And there is something important. I also fell into this mood of I don't know, I didn't see it, I didn't do anything. She doesn't always take responsibility for what happens and easily adopts that victim role, even if she doesn't do it with bad intentions. She simply gets lost.
And that makes things more confusing because it seems like she can't see when she is being harmed.
Parte 2. The toxic girlfriend. Now, let's talk about the other part of the story as girlfriend. From the outside, emotional violence is evident. If I doesn't answer, she calls her 10, 15, 20 times. She comforts her. She gets angry. She gives her the silent treatment. She humiliates her. She blames her for absolutely everything.
Submitting that money considered a detail, but it isn't the visible is can't not mod with of affection, but with the intention marking it clear that I is mean that is also a form of violence, of control, and of reducing the of other person's integrity.
And no matter how much we talk about, A doesn't want to see it.
When we tell her what we see against her, she justifies everything. She says that she loves her, that she didn't mean to hold her, that her temper just flared up.
Every time something happens, I ends up believing it's her fault. I made her angry. I didn't answer quickly. I pointed the situation.
And although many will say it's because they are two women and that's why it's more intense, the truth is that it's not because of that. This is violence, regardless of the gender of the couple.
But A is so used to receiving crumbs that she now sees them as signs of love.
The absent, some sickly wrap itself, think, green, apology, promise, enter, think. and so over and over again.
A comes to us broken, but she walks back to her home, and that leaves us in a completely space. We want to help her, but we also know that no one was out for something like this until they really want to see it.
It's hard to watch a lose her sparkle, her joy, her freedom, and who she continues to cling to someone who offers her neither stability nor respect.
Parte 5. The moral. As history is not unique, many people live in the relationships where they receive so little that they believe that is all they deserve.
And that's why we tell this story, because maybe you, the listener, are going through something similar.
And we want to say it clearly. If they grip you groups, it's not love. If they control you, it's not love. If they make you feel guilty for existing, it's not love.
Even if you yourself don't see it today, you deserve something bigger, more stable, and healthier. Thank you for listening to this episode of Crumbs. We hope that I and everyone living through something like this can one day realize their way and walk towards something better. We catch you next time.